A social enterprise that generates money for the good of the community, really, and for the people that attend. That's what we do anyway, for our people with learning difficulties. The money that we generate just goes back into the company.
Why did you end up going down there?
We generate revenue for the company through a contract we have with social services, which is to train people with learning difficulties, vocational training, and we do that through the medium of ceramics.
We wanted to set up an organisation that could help to regenerate the valley. An issue we've always had in the valleys is young people leaving the valleys. I think these facilities are really important to keep the population in the valleys. Well, we've got groups here that we've set up ourselves, and we've got groups that have set up and then work with us, and we support them as much as possible. One of our fledgling businesses is Black River Arts. It's a youth music business, and they work with young people who are interested in music.
Black River Arts, it's helped me because I know what I'm doing now. Before it's just random guesswork. I actually know everything that I'm doing when it comes to like sound tech or as a musician. I know more so what I'm doing. Like.
Back in 2005 in Bangor and surrounding areas there was a need for sports coaching, particularly football. The current programme we have at the moment, we benefit over 100 children per week. That's going to local schools, all delivering after school clubs, and also during half-term holidays and school holidays there's up to 100 children per day that may be benefiting from our project.
I work for an organisation called the Women's Trade Co-operative. It's WOW, actually, WOW exclamation mark. WOW, we decided, actually stands for Women Out Working, because we're a group of women who have decided that we want to do non-traditional work.
But I went into plumbing initially. No one would take me on to do the apprenticeship. So I had to, one bloke told me I was too small, I'm not being funny, love. He said, I've got to be honest, you just look too small to do the job. So I just moved on from there, met Steph and Wendy, and I stuck at just with water plumbing, installations and things like that. And we started this course.
For the most part, we're all equal in the job. We all produce the leaflets, we all deliver them, we do everything. So no single person can start to dictate, no person can, and everything has to go through a monthly meeting where everything is on the table. So the benefit is there are no bosses, you are the sum total of the cooperative.
The retiring owners decided that through ill health and retirement they were going to sell the company. Lo and behold, just a few months later we found that we were in charge of our own business, our own destinies. Well, of course, we're as a cooperative, we're predominantly, most of the people that work in the company are shareholders in the company and own a part of the company. We're all working for ourselves, and everything we do is for ourselves, obviously. We are all shareholders. The better the business does, the bigger the share is, the better the value of the share is, and as I say, everything's for our own benefit.
Cyfrifiaduron wedi gwneud gwahaniaeth mawr I bobl, doedd pobl ddim yn defnyddio, nhw'n gwybod. Tabw oedd cyfrifiadur o blaen, fel sa fo'n mynd I ddod yn fyw o'i blaenau nhw, chi'n gwybod? Ond mae o bellach yn rhan o fywyd pobl mewn oed. Pobl hŷn sydd yn cael gwersi yma mewn pob peth.
Before, I think it was all locked doors and people just kept themselves to themselves, whereas now we've got much more of a community. We have our Friday coffee mornings where people also can use the computers. It is a lot more of a community now.
Wel, y pobl sy'n defnyddio'r undeb credidd ydy'r pobl does gynnu ddim gobaith o cael account mewn banc fawr, a da ni yn rhoi y cyfle iddyn nhw. Os da chi'n deud wrthyn nhw y geiriau credydd ac undeb, dyn nhw ddim eisiau gwybod a maen nhw'n tynnu gwynebau. Ond, os ydych chi cymryd amser I egluro be di o, maen nhw newid I meddwl be di undeb credydd.
We started looking at organics, and I was basically sat in the kitchen with my mother thinking, well, what coffee can I go for that's going to make myself look different and better to everybody else, basically. And lo and behold, there was a jar of actually Cafe Direct coffee on our kitchen. And she gave me the jar, I looked at it and I thought, that's unbelievable. That just slots into everything that I want to do. So when I looked into fair trade, and I could see where fair trade where it came from, and that the fair trade organisation were actually buying products and coffee directly from these growers at a price which is sustainable for their livelihoods, and they could send their children to school, or they could have clean water, etc. It just I was sold.
The benefits are for the community and the actual CFCS organisation. Everything we do, we put back into the organisation, and it has knock-on effects for the whole community that we work towards.
A mae o newid bob dydd o'r wythnos, a mae'r pobl yn dod I fewn, a mae gennym ni lot sy'n dod I fewn rwan.
I think you have to imagine this village without the hall, without the cafe, without the sculpture studio, and it would be a really, really, dead place.
And we've got a lot to thank the Wales Co-operative Centre for, because I have to be honest, if they hadn't been so patient with us, I don't think we'd have got there, because we would begin to get worn out.
Mae nhw wedi bod yn gweithio'n galed hefo ni Engine, a mae nhw trwyddyn nhw gafon ni arian cymunedau at ei gilydd. A mae nhw wedi bod yn, Mike Williams wedi bod yn allweddol yn helpu ni gyda ceisiadau a ffurflenni. Mae yna lot o waith papur wedi bod hefo nhw, a dyda ni ddim yn experts gwaith papur. Ydy'n gwaith ni.
We've had a great deal of support from the Wales Co-operative. We've had a business advisor for the last 2 to 3 years, and he was instrumental in guiding us into becoming a social enterprise.
I think the work the Wales Co-op Centre do has been wonderful. As I said, you get the whole package, you get guided through the whole thing. You pretty well get told the good things and the bad things. And just the fact that you're coming to work every morning, you know you're doing it for yourselves and not for somebody else is a massive thing. I really wouldn't hesitate. I put it this way: if the Wales Co-op say you can do it, then I'm sure you can do it.